With the help of some mother truckers, we found the location of 50 of the abandoned trucks from the Ponzi scheme of Royal Bengal Logistics. Check this out. So it's time for an update on that Royal Bengal Logistics that had that Ponzi scheme. If you're new to hearing about this, $100 million Ponzi scheme. We actually interviewed one of the investors that got scammed out. What they were doing was they were pretty much giving him back his own money. And by the third month, he was pretty much definitely thought that this was the real deal. So he gave them $100,000 and then they were going to go out and buy a truck, put a driver in it, one of those, perfect driver in a box, trucking in the box type of situation.
And when the guy explained to me, like every 3 months they rotate the vehicle to Texas to have tires, maintenance on it. I'm like, this is a well-organized organization I want to be a part of. So I did some research. I talked to some other people and I'm like, man, this is... And, they sold me the dream. And like, we make $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month.
And
man, and since we're keeping you anonymous here, how much money did you invest? $100,000 of your hard-earned money.
And the first month they gave him $6,000, second month $6,000, third month $6,000. But really, all they were giving him was his own money back. At that point, he was just confident that this was real. And then promised that by the third month, they would show in registration a picture of his truck that they invested in. And it's kind of like one of those, saving the children across the world, and we will send you a picture of the one you're sponsoring. It almost feels like that whole situation. But when Jenna and I got there, it just didn't feel right. She saw a shredder. We can't say that if that shredder was for the company or another company, but things were feeling shady, right? And
Jenna brings up a really good point right here. This is a pro shred security information destruction at your door. So what is the company doing? What are they destroying?
I mean, maybe it might be something else.
I don't know.
It might be another company.
I don't know.
I mean, why is it here?
I made a video talking about Jesse's giveaways because he, at the end of his career, was supposedly scamming drivers too and didn't give people their merch. And the truck that they were supposed to give away was crap. It was in this old airbase in Lubbock, Texas. And I'm telling you right now, it was just one of those situations. It was like a Reese Air Force Base. And he messages me and says, Alex, can't believe it, but Jesse's giveaways and shop and their CDL school that he's an instructor at and the Royal Bengals were all at the same Air Force Base, right, in Texas. Right? And so from there, we actually had another mother trucker says, Alex, I could send you some video and film of this, but there's about 40 to 50 trucks that were abandoned. So it super sucks that this happened, but this right here is the result of people getting scammed out of their money, and it's hard to gauge whose truck is whose because they were just taking the money and maybe they were buying some of the trucks with it, but what's the registration under? Or whose name is it? Did they use a little bit of money to scam the next person to get them interested? It was almost like one of those, I'll take your money and then show the next guy that it's making money and vice versa, right? So it's just crazy to see, but yeah, this is a video showing all that update. But mother truckers, comment down below. Just want to give you the information that this is crazy that all these people got scammed, just millions and millions of dollars. Mother truckers, comment down below.
Mother truckers, so the situation with Royal Bengal Logistics, the owner got arrested, and I mean, it still is under investigation, so we can't say if he really did this $100 million Ponzi scheme or not. But Jenna's gonna take me to the headquarters and let's see if they're actually open or not. So one thing we're observing is some of the cars, their tires are slashed.
Yeah,
This side?
Slash or just that?
Right here, well, right here as well, looks like another car got slashed. So maybe unhappy company drivers or investors. We're not sure, but we're just showing you what we're seeing. So check this out, people. You know, Jenna brings up a really good point right here. This says pro shred security information destruction at your door. So what is the company doing? What are they destroying?
I mean, maybe it might be something else.
I don't know.
It might be another company.
I don't know.
I mean,
This
why
is-
is it here?
check it out.
Situation.
We're out here right now at the headquarters. I've had already 7 anonymous truck drivers and investors tell me that they had to drop off their trucks in their Texas drop yard. But I see a Royal Bengal right here, logistics truck. And I'm actually right behind this camera. We're gonna keep this anonymous as of now. But what were you doing with this company, sir?
I was an investor.
So is this a company owned or were these owner operators? How did they potentially scam these people?
How much time you have?
Tell me, just the short story, or what was it exactly?
The short version, they painted a picture of a well-organized company.
Yeah.
I came from a diesel mechanic background,
Yeah.
and when the way the guy explained to me was that they buy you a truck,
Oh, they buy you a truck.
right? You get them the money, you lease the truck to them, and in return they'll pay you. And when the guy explained to me, like every 3 months they rotate the vehicle to Texas to have tires, maintenance on it. I'm like, this is a well-organized organization I want to be a part of. So I did some research. I talked to some other people, and I'm like, man, this is, and you know, they sold me the dream. And like, we make $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month.
And
Man, and since we're keeping you anonymous here, how much money did you invest?
100.
$100,000 of your hard-earned money.
Yes.
And did they at least try to fake to look like you got profit back for a little bit?
For 3 months, they give us money, and with the promise after 3 months you will see a registration, VIN number of the truck, and photos of the truck that you potentially own.
So you don't even know the truck.
No.
They just say every time it switches off, and you're just putting in. So that first month, how much money did they give you?
$6,000.
So you're like, this is real.
Yes.
And then the second month, how much they give you?
$6,000.
And then the third month.
$6,000.
And really, all they're doing is probably giving you your own money back.
Yes.
So they were just giving you your own money back, but saying it was from the company making money.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.